Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. It's been a little while. Life has been crazy, as I'm sure for many of you it's been crazy. This is such a wonderful time of year with graduations and graduations and graduations, and then other fun stuff too, like holidays, Mother's Day, Veterans Day. Oh wait, was it Veterans? Yeah, that was a little while ago. And then Memorial Day. But anyway, so I was wanting to get back on and to communicate with everybody and to channel some messages from Spirit. And so I left this morning and I almost took my pack of angel numbers, and I was like, no, I'm not going to take the pack of angel numbers. But then I got a few angel numbers from a few cars that were in front of me, like at different intersections, and it's a message. So we're just gonna jump in. Where did I put my notes? So anyway, so I think the message today is a message of somewhat of discipline, of bringing things into the 3D, but through balance. And so the first number that I got was 4242, and the message, the angel number says that it is a powerful balance, message of balance from your guardian angels. It says to strike a balance between focused work and trusting the flow of the universe, blending grounding and harmony, the duality of both working and trusting and flowing with the energy, flowing with your creativity, flowing with the energy of your project, of just getting involved and moving with it and not working against it. And then actually the first number that I got as I was leaving my house, the first car that was in front of me was 1144. And a lot of times I'll see 1144 and I'm like, okay, yeah, chosen, because it's got the 144. But today I decided to look it up, and it says to turn your spiritual visions into tangible reality. It says you are on the brink of a positive transformation. The universe is calling you to combine your ability to manifest things, to bring things into reality, to call things to you, with grounded, focused work, with self-trust and divine discipline. So to trust yourself, to go with the flow, and to put forth action, to move with the energy, but to put action in, and to trust it. Trusting yourself is really, really important. Not doubting ourselves, not doubting our creativity, not doubting our desires, and knowing that there are many ways to get things done. There are many ways to get to the same place. And there are many opportunities. Like if we're going hiking, I love to hike. And so when you're hiking, there's many trails most of the time to get to the top of the mountain, right? And in the same way, there are many avenues. Like every avenue that we take, when we take it in confidence and trust and we go with it, is the right one, right? Because it will still get us to where we're meant to be. And when we're confident in it, when we're secure in it, and when we look for the opportunities that the divine is giving us, and the communication that we're receiving through our angels, through our spiritual team, through our connection with the divine mother and father in the universe. And it got me thinking that sometimes what holds us back, we can be on either end, right? We can have all these creative thoughts and ideas and inspirations, and have a hard time grounding them, have a hard time coming up with a plan of action, have a hard time creating a okay, this is the idea, and how would I get it to actualization? And so sometimes we just have to take a few minutes meditate on it, pray on it, whichever you do, sit with it, right? And come up with a plan of action, come up with a goal, come up with how the process would look. What is that flow to bringing that into reality? Well, that's so funny. You can see the gas station. I just went and got gas, and I thought I'd do this because I need to work at 1. So I didn't want to go home and have to deal with the dogs and stuff. So anyway, so I just pulled over and thought I would do this message right now. But yeah, so it's sometimes the challenge is going from like so many creative thoughts to how do I bring those thoughts into reality? And you know, not that I'm big on AI, but you know, like if you have an AI app, asking it how to bring these ideas into reality, steps for you to take, it's really good for that. It can really help you accomplish things. And then on the other side, some people are just really big into work. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and you kind of can tend to burn yourself out and find that you're spinning. Sometimes the wheels are spinning, and there's no results from it. It's like you're working 1,000% and you're only getting, you know, 100% back. And it's because you're overworking and you're not trusting spirit. You're not trusting that the divine will work through you. You're not trusting that you don't have to put in that much effort. You just need to put in some effort and connect with spirit, connect with the divine, connect with the flow around you and the people that you need, the opportunities that you need, the results that you need are gonna flow into what it is that you're doing and make it prosperous. And so then the third number, which was right, I was at a light in the car right next to 4242, was 3033. And usually I take, unless I see the same number over and over and over, a lot of times I'll take repeating numbers that I see, or numbers that are duplicated, you know, like double numbers, and use those for what is the divine speaking to me today. And so the next card was 3033, and it says that this is a powerful, spirited message that you are drawing in overflow and abundance for you to believe in yourself, to express your natural creativity, and to trust your choices are aligning you to your highest purpose. So it is, again, you know, expressing yourself, expressing your creativity, right? Whether that be through how you dress, through how you speak, through what is it that you're doing. Are you an artist? Are you painting? Are you drawing? Are you creating? Are you writing? Are you you know, just doing whatever is your thing? How are you expressing it so that others can see it at some point? And trusting that your choices are aligned to you and your higher purpose, that the things, your impulses from spirit, right, your insights from spirit, your whispers from spirit, that they're aligning you to your highest purpose. And sometimes we take a scenic route and sometimes we take the highway, a direct route, but knowing that either way that you choose to move, it will get you to where you desire to go, because what you desire is desiring you. And in this construct that we're in this matrix, one of the ways that it works is when we're confident and we know what we desire, we realize that the things that we desire are desiring us, that there's a mutual pull. There's the metal and there's the magnet, but these things come together. And when we're confident, we're able to stay consistent. And so sometimes a lack of confidence and insecurity will have us jumping all over the place, right? And but when we're confident in ourselves, when we're rooted in our connection with the divine, we're able to stay on course. We're able to it's not about so much working hard, but working focused. And we know that it's going to work out, that it will lead us and take us where we need to be, you know. And so those are the messages from the angel numbers that I saw today. And then I pulled 2 Y cards just now. And so why, why are we being called to balance, and to trust and to express and to believe, right? And to move forward knowing that abundance is coming. And the first card, it says, is because you are meant to lead. Because you are meant to lead. And then the second one, it says to show you the gift of stillness. So this is probably for those of you who tend to overwork, right? For those of you who put in, 1,000% effort, and sometimes you don't see the results adding up, and it's telling you, be still, right? Balance it out. Balance it out. Go put your feet in the sand. Go put your feet in the grass. Go sit in the backyard and listen to the birds. Go for a walk. Just chill out, right? Get in peace. Let go of the stress. Let go of the anxiety, right? Stillness, so that we can hear the divine tapping us lightly. Sometimes I do this thing where I just tap myself lightly, right? And it may sound weird. And I go, yeah, okay, I hear you. And the reason I do that is it helps remind me that the voice of the divine is usually really light, right? It's not a shout. It's not a yell. It's a whisper. It's a blowing of the wind. It's just a quiet voice, quiet nudging. And sometimes we can't hear that when we're super busy. So we gotta be still. We gotta be quiet enough. We have to train ourselves to hear that and to respond to it. Not just to hear it, but to respond. Because whenever, I know for myself, whenever I hear it and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do such and such, right? It's the thing that whispered to me that I really should have followed. And because you're meant to lead, this may be for people who are a little having more challenge, bringing things into fruition with all the creativity, right? But we're meant to lead, and the way that we lead is by being able to bring, right, the abstract into the 3D. And we do that, right, through balance of trusting the flow and putting in focused action, right? And so then I pulled a card. I pulled 2 other cards. I pulled 2 oracle cards. And the first oracle card I pulled was success. And we'll read this together. Oops, my notes just blew away. Success. Okay, it says, you have planted the seeds of success and the stars are in your favor, gently guiding your way forward. Trust that through the storms and the heavy rain, this seed will grow and prosper. Forget the feelings of doubt, right? The confidence, the effort, right? Was putting the seed in. Sometimes the effort is as simple as that, planting something, and we don't cause it to grow. The divine causes it to grow. But it says, forget the feelings of doubt. You are about to achieve significant accomplishments, and it's because you alone has done all the work. It's been you alone who has done all the work. You alone have done all the work, right? The work. What is the work? In this analogy, it's planting the seeds, right? So it's not even heavy work. It's focused work. It is focused work, right? It says, this is a well-deserved success, and when the victory comes, it cannot be taken away. Enjoy. So this is the encouragement. It says, my efforts are fruitful. My efforts are fruitful. And this is so amazing because it goes perfectly with the numbers that we were talking about today. The 1144, the 4242, and the 3033, right? And it says the talisman power on this card. The card brings great optimism for the future of any given project or issue. Use it with a specific subject in mind. Look at the little sprout on the card. It's deriving its energy from the star above. It is written in the sky that small that the small plant will flourish, and it is upon you to nurture and patiently await its blooms. Do you hear that? Right? That's amazing. Let me read it again. So you can look at this card and meditate on it for a minute as I read it again. It says, this card brings great optimism for the future of any project or issue. Use it with a specific subject in mind. Look at the little sprout on the card. It is deriving its energy from the star above. It is written in the sky that the small plant will flourish, and it is up to you to nurture and patiently await its blooms. That is so perfect. Wow. All right, and so then the cards, I keep dropping these notes. I guess I don't need them. Spirit's like, you don't need these notes, girl. But then I was shuffling my deck that I love, Lightworkers Oracle, the Lightworkers Oracle deck, and none of them came out. And so I was like, okay, I'll just look at the bottom of the deck. And the bottom of the deck is awesome because it came up with Christ consciousness. And so someone just pulled over there. So we got Christ consciousness. Isn't he fierce looking? Beautiful. Oops, where's my book? Okay, sorry guys. Oh, dang, you hear that? I'm dropping everything. I just dropped that whole deck on the floor. All right, so Christ consciousness. It's number 27, so maybe some of you can look up 27 and see if 27 has a message for you. So Christ consciousness, 2 and 7 is 9. I'm a life number 9, which you rarely ever hear anyone talk about. Anyway, 27, Christ consciousness. As the vibration of the soul elevates toward the frequency of the unlimited resourcefulness of the spiritual dimensions, the heart relaxes with trust and the mind becomes more comfortable letting go and receiving. As you practice sustaining your vibration in this state of graceful trust, you are opening to new ways of both giving and receiving, learning to experience higher frequencies of peace and bliss that happen naturally when resting in divine flow. In such detached openness, divine love flows freely through your soul, and your presence in this world becomes a source of healing. The Christ consciousness is at a soul level opens the heart to a new level of abundance, generosity, grace, and unconditional love. Your heart is capable of giving and receiving in increasingly expansive ways, and as you regularly remind yourself of this, you will experience a deeply nurturing and spiritual connection that instills you with a sense of peace, courage, and optimism. And I guess when we connect this with the cards that we were seeing, the prosperity, the abundance that's coming, the being so close to a breakthrough with bringing into reality the things that you're manifesting, like using your skill of manifestation and being grounded and focused work, right? This is also, and then we had that card that talked about being still, right? Listening. And this shows us that we are able, when we align with spirit, when we align with the divine, when we there's this little cloud of black smoke that just went up in the sky. When we let go of the challenges and the struggles and the doubt, right? The darkness of doubt. Doubt is a big darkness, right? When we let that go, we are free to be in alignment with Christ consciousness, and many miracles and abundance and prosperity flow through us. So we're gonna leave it here, and I hope this message really encouraged you, that it was something that you needed to hear. These readings are timeless, and anytime they come to you is a time that they may fit into your life, a message that you need to hear of encouragement, of inspiration, of direction from spirit. And so I'm just gonna say, Christ consciousness is an expression of divine love straight from the universal heart. The Christ consciousness is a divine friend to humanity, unconditionally loving of all hearts. And it says his religion is love. His message is compassion. He strengthens the soul to trust in the higher guiding wisdom of one's spiritual path above all else. An opportunity to receive countless blessings to support your own journey and to fulfill your soul purpose of serving love. And so I think that gives us the motivation and the focus for what it is we're creating. Like all the things that we desire and that we create should be motivated by love. Love of ourselves, love of others, love of the community, and love of the planet, right? To not just to prosper ourselves, but to prosper those that we do love, the communities that we love, the planet as a whole, and to protect it. We are here to be guardians and protectors, and to help change and transform the structure of this world so that everyone benefits and everyone is blessed and everyone has freedom to break the chains that are holding people back, the chains of this matrix. And you know, most of my readings eventually get to that point where I go not just to bless ourselves, not just for our bank accounts, you know, and our savings to be high to benefit our lives, but also for us to do good for the greater humanity and in the world overall. So again, thank you so much. It was great talking to you, great spending this time. Much love.